Welcome back. We got the Manchester Derby coming up, and we're about to tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Exactly as Trevin says, the Derby, we're going to tell you exactly what happens. Predictions, nay, only facts. That's all we say around here is just facts, especially me, especially when it comes to the Manchester Derby, what we're going to say. But before we get into that, we got to say the obvious, the news that's been everywhere. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen the letter. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be leaving Manchester City at the end of this season. It's tragic.
Should have came to United.
Overall, bunching it up just in a short few minutes, I'd say. We're gonna make a video dedicated to Bruyne at the end of the season, some point when he actually leaves. Because he deserves it. He's that guy.
He deserves a couple comments. I'll give him that.
But for this mention here, he's just been, honestly, I think he's just our GOAT. I mean, we're gonna get into the conversation more so.
Him saying our is in City's GOAT. City's GOAT, not our. Don't associate me with that.
We're going to get into the all times and things like that. That's a whole
That's
another
for years after he's gone.
That's a conversation we gotta
go.
We gotta calm down a little bit. And I don't know about recency bias, but maybe we should let some of the nostalgia go. I'll say that. Maybe that's
all I got, baby. That's all I got.
De Bruyne, though, really sad to see. This guy's a legend of our club. Really sad to see guys like him leave. He's the last of the OG Pep team. So, new era, fully new era at the end of this season. So,
Pellegrini.
Yeah, this is going to be De Bruyne's probably his last derby, We're thinking about it. It's probably going to be his last derby. Yeah. Getting into the derby, though, itself, I mean, it's huge. It's not huge, but it's huge. It's big for us. It's especially in Manchester, it's a big deal. For us, for Manchester City, we're fighting for top 4, top 5, kind of, the Champions League spots, crucial. I guess you could say. The 5th spot is a Champions League spot confirmed. So we could get 5th, but I really want to get 4th, man. I really think we should be in the top 4. I understand that 5th gets us Champions League, but I think we're a top 4 Premier League team still. Like, if we're, think about it from a 1 to 20 standpoint. Think about all 20 teams in the Prem, and you're telling me Manchester City, after winning the league, after four-peating, after all this success, this bad season, and it has been a terrible season to our standard, but we couldn't even finish 4th, man. I think we should still be in the real Champions League places after the season. And this United game could be a really big determining factor in that.
I think that we have the opportunity to do exactly what they've been doing to us for so long, and it's just annoying the shit out of us. Being that annoying little brother that's just constantly in your... All right, I didn't...
Here we are.
Whatever.
Here we go.
But
it got personal on just two brothers.
Now it's time for United to be that little pest, to be the thorn in City's side to prevent them...
They could be.
To prevent them from getting that top 4. And yes, top 5 gets you there, but...
Newcastle have a game in hand.
Like Tanner said, they would expect to be in the top 4 minimum at the beginning of the season. You would have never expected City come, game week 30 be 5th. You just don't expect it. And we can be the team that kind of keeps them there for a little bit. Obviously, they're City. They'll probably go on a run. But we can at least do our part.
It's Newcastle with a game in hand, so it's complicated. Because we're in 5th right now. We're tied with Chelsea on games played, but they have one more point than us in the table. So Newcastle with this game in hand, they win, and... If they win, which you don't really know, can't count on it, but you never know. So they could win, and we'll be in 6th at that point. And then even the 5th place conversation we're talking about here is out of it. You know what I mean? It's still under question. So seeing how Chelsea and Newcastle do, that's really our biggest rivals right now. Is watching Newcastle and Chelsea, and hopefully they drop points because, yes, at the end of the day, we need to. If we win every game, which I hope we can, we will be top 4 or top 5 for sure, at least top 5. At the same time, though, those teams are right there as well. We have to win these games, and this United game is so big because United, it doesn't matter what form they're in, and it doesn't matter what form we're in. I mean, look at what happened at the Etihad earlier in the season. United come over, smack us up right there at the last few minutes, but it feels like a smack in the face, you know?
Yeah.
They don't have Diallo for this, thankfully, because he was a nightmare last time. But
he was a menace.
But it's such a crucial game for us. And obviously also for United in any circumstance, because it's just the derby.
It's always important, like Tanner said. But for United, it's very important as well to gain the momentum that we lost against Forest. Like, we had an okay performance. I should say better. We had a decent performance. We had a decent performance. We probably deserved at least a draw there. We had some confidence from the previous games, and we really need to build some confidence and really gain some momentum going into the Europa League, because
yeah, for sure,
it's going to be tough, and that's what we have to hang our hat on. Yeah, beating City would be nice. Like, it would be fantastic. If they miss out on the Champions League, that would be awesome. But that's not the goal for our season. Like, we need to worry about ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to do this regardless of who the opponent is. Yes, it's always important to play against City, but we need to get some points. We need to get some confidence and try and move forward through the Europa League, because that's all we got at this point.
Yeah, and like Trevin said, these competitions, these games, I mean, talk about momentum. I mean, it's important going into these other competitions like the Europa League. For us, we're trying to go win this FA Cup. I mean, losing Premier League games and stuff like that doesn't help for that, you know? These games are more important than just for the game itself, right? It's momentum. It's what you can take going forward to the next game, what you can learn from it, and how you can just keep getting better. It feels better going into those big games, those big Europa League games, big knockout games in the FA Cup, when you're on the high, when you've been winning, when you beat your rival in the derby.
You win a derby, and that automatically just skyrockets your confidence. I mean, you feel like that you can do anything at that point, because we've seen that. We've seen our own individual teams play terribly in this season, and then all of a sudden they get a derby win, and it's like, okay, on the bounce, 5 wins in a row, or 5 really great performances and results and everything that follows. And it just does so much for the players, because nobody likes to lose to their rivals. Now, this isn't the rivalry that it was, 20 years ago, or any rivalry that anything was 20 years ago, where you actually, despised these
Football's
people.
Changed a little bit.
Things change, but we still need
still
to
a rivalry.
Still need to see that passion out there, that the rivalry's still there, that flame's still there. But
we need to see Old Trafford's going to be bouncing. It's going to be leaking. It's going to be electric in there. It's going to be everything. So this game's huge for both of us.
Yeah.
Prediction. Go ahead. I'll let you go first. We got to give our predictions. I'm
gonna go.
Just two brothers here.
My heart says 2-1 United. My brain says 1-1 draw.
I really. Okay, so what are you going
I'm going with
what
2-1 United.
Okay.
I think City score first, though.
I
FA Cup throwback.
I can see
Kobe.
I can see us struggling a little bit at the beginning. I think United honestly are going to be a little bit more proactive in the beginning of the game. More so than we want, at least from a City perspective. Maybe not necessarily on the ball and stuff like that, but I can see them being a little bit more proactive in the beginning.
The high press.
Maybe they could get an early goal on us, but I don't know. And prediction, just being honest. Going off the heart and the head, I'm gonna go 2-1 City, and I know that's kind of an on the fence answer, but I think we'll score first, though. I do think we'll score first, like you said. Yeah. I think we'll score first, but I can see United putting a little bit more pressure. I think we could get a goal in the first half. I think we'll take it into the half 1-0. If I'm a betting man, we'll take it in 1-0. United come out.
The 48th or 40, like right out, coming out hot.
Something like that.
And then we would go on and score.
And then Man City would go on. No, Man City goes on and wins it 2-1.
That's what's going to happen. You heard it here first. We'll let you know. Don't ever forget it. We'll let you know what actually happens.
Yeah.